What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 100 of Elite Heat. I'm your host, The True Draw. Just waiting for my TV. Got on. I gotta wait until this thing fucking buffers and restarts because it wants to fucking act up. Right at the worst timing possible. This is like, this is frustrating. Yeah, my TV's acting up. This is fantastic. This is why I hate when the TV's connected to the damn. Oh my god. Seriously. And then now this thing wants to act up. Oh my god. Seriously. All right. All right. Back on. Okay, now my TV's working, but now it took me to the wrong place. Oh, now it's loading again. Oh my god. Oh my. Oh my god. Seriously? Yeah, sorry about that. It's just, oh my god, seriously? Yeah, my TV's not loaded yet. It was working and then it stopped, and then now this is like frustrating right now. Yeah, my screen is black. And yeah, of course, it's a SmartCast is loading. We'll be right back. Like, come on. Like, it chooses the worst time to act up. Yeah, it's great you guys enjoyed this. I've missed it completely, so fantastic. What you have versus next week? Ah, you see, I called it. That fucking sling is still loading. Yo, I can't never get the shit right. It's already been 13 fucking minutes. I started this so then I could avoid this, and it just made it worse. So I haven't even watched none of it. So you keep freezing up on screen. I mean, I don't know what to do, man. Like, I already restarted everything. Like, I really don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. And I'm still waiting for the fucking TV to load. Like, come on. You keep freezing on my screen. I'm like, on my end, it shows it's fine, but then I don't know. I changed the Wi-Fi. I don't know. Like, and this shit's still fucking loading, man. Like I haven't seen a single fucking thing. And then now the back button doesn't even work. None of this is working. Yeah, you see? Now it wants to go like now my screen turned black completely. This is like yeah, I haven't watched a single thing. So I miss so everything that's been going on, I missed it completely. So yeah. This shit just like really pissed me off. Hmm. Hopefully it starts now. Okay, now I'm up to the first match, finally. Now I'm gonna deal with this shit all night. Okay, besides that, how's everybody doing today? Can anybody let me know what happened the first 15 minutes of Dynamite? Because I missed all that completely. And as always, like this channel. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, share with all your friends. If you guys want to send a super chat for the special episode 100, any amount will be appreciated. I also think there's a community post that has the link that if you guys want to join. You guys want to join the stream as well? I think in the community tab there's a link. And my TV's freezing up again. I'm trying to watch this, man. I'm like, come on, like the same thing was going on with Monday Night Raw. It's a freaking TV connection. I don't know what the hell it is. See? Like for YouTube it works, but I think it's Sling because I've been having issues with Sling for whatever reason. I act up on Sling, but then when I'm on YouTube, it doesn't act up like this, like not to this extent. I don't know. As soon as I said that. So it's gonna be MJF versus Will Ospreay next week. It's funny because on Trail Heat, that's what I called for. I was like, I think it's gonna be MJF. I think it's gonna be MJF versus Will Ospreay. I think that was the match they were talking about, and to me, that tells me that Ricochet versus Ospreay is gonna happen in Wembley. That's what that tells me. The page cut open, Bryan Danielson. Yep. You know what that means. You know what that means. And my TV went out again. Huh. Yo, you can't make this shit up. Like, for real. Like, you really cannot make this shit up tonight. Oh, no. This shit needs to stay fucking live. Oh no. Oh, this guy. Oh no.
What up, Josh?
Where you been? Where you been at? I haven't seen you in ages.
Working. Yeah, I've been just working like crazy.
Yeah, my connection is
They're
acting up again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, of course.
I was gonna say, what kind of internet provider you got? I mean, I know for me, I'm using T-Mobile, their home internet. That's good, Daniel Bryan. Ooh. Well, this is gonna be a first because I'm by myself. Ooh, Daniel Bryan bleeding all over the place. Well, I guess I'll do some commentating until Josh gets back. Hangman Page going up top rope. Look, oh, nice, gets crotched. Daniel Bryan still bleeding everywhere.
I'm back.
Oh, okay. I know what to do but to start doing commentary.
Might have to do more of it tonight, or the way that my internet is acting up.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was going to ask you earlier. What kind of internet provider you got?
Well, I mean, I got Verizon.
Oh, you got Verizon. I know I got T-Mobile, and it works amazing for me. And I live all the way out in the sticks.
No, I think it's the TV itself. I don't think it has, because like, I think it's probably the app itself, because I'm just like, fuck.
Yeah.
Wow, we'll kick off Dynamite 250. They're gonna kick that off. Oh, that's gonna be the opening match.
Well, they're not going to save that for Wembley?
Nope.
Oh, man.
No, not at all. Well, that was already, so the match itself wasn't rumored. What was rumored was that there was a main event like match scheduled for January 17th, because January 17th is episode 250. So they said that they planned something big. Yeah, so they said they planned something big for that episode, as in a match. They said it was like a pay-per-view like match, but they never said what was the match until tonight.
Oh, they did tonight? Okay.
So like I said earlier, what that tells me is that I think it's going to be Ricochet versus Ospreay at Wembley. I think that's what's going to end up happening.
I could see that. and that should be a damn good match too. But I could see Ricochet make his debut with fighting Ospreay in Wembley, just to show WWE that I know how that y'all let me go, and now I'm about to become King Ricochet again, 2016 New Japan all over again.
Well, he's more so betting on himself
Yeah.
because they made him an offer and he actually turned it down. He let them know that he was not taking their offer and he was leaving. That's why they wrote him off.
Oh, yeah.
So it's gonna be fun. I mean, we'll see. I think that's what's gonna end up happening. I'm telling people, I'm like, I think it's gonna be Ospreay versus Ricochet at All In because that's what Ospreay would want. Ospreay would want that match.
Yeah. Especially since, if Ospreay's not going to go to Wembley as AEW World Champion, then, you better give him something that he wants. And if he's going to defend his international title, then, having him defend it against Ricochet would be the match to do.
Yeah, he said, going off topic just a second here. I think either WWE has bought TNA or they're very close to do. No, not yet. Honestly, if WWE was to purchase TNA, it will be for their library. To be honest with you, I don't think they wouldn't keep TNA, and also that would be pretty big news, and that would definitely be leaked. But as of right now, Anthem still owns TNA, so. But I mean, it's possible. It depends on if Anthem wants to get out of the wrestling business, but.
Yep.
As of right now, they're just in a partnership. There's nothing beyond that. So I know Jordan Grace talked about her contract coming up in January, which most likely just tells me she's gonna jump to WWE after her TNA deal finishes. But besides that, I mean, would it surprise me if WWE was to buy TNA? No. But again, they'll buy their library and then probably take a few contracts. They wouldn't take everybody. They'll probably offer them a certain amount, probably like a lesser deal, depending on who it is, and they'll go from there. Basically, similar to what they did with WCW. I don't think it's gonna be something that they're gonna keep. They're gonna own the name. They're gonna own, the trademarks. They're gonna own the library, but that's about it when it comes to TNA. And then I wish could. He said, "I wish I had bought." Oh, that's not happening.
Oh no, WWE ain't getting rid of her. But on the TNA thing,
they treat her better than they treat Ricochet. So they're definitely not getting rid of her.
Oh yeah, but on the TNA thing, the two things I was surprised with. I was surprised that TNA even got a little logo on NXT. I didn't see that coming. And then the fact that the Rascals decides to reunite on TNA instead of on NXT instead of TNA, which I will admit that was surprising. And if this means we're going to get MSK back, and then give them the tag, then have them fight against the Axiom and Nathan Frazier, and let's put on a 5-star banger and have them have them have a run again.
Yeah, I think the reason why they did it on NXT is because of Wesley. Again, WWE has the most leverage, so WWE can do anything they want. Because look, if you look at the two shows on NXT so far, they've gotten Jordan Grace, they've gotten Joe Henry, and then they gotten the Rascals. And TNA, who do they have that's a big name? Nobody.
William Regal's
Nobody
kid
has shown up for them. Like they've had a few talents. Yeah, like they've had a few talents, but nobody, like, Trick Williams, when he was the world champion, wasn't even showing up on TNA.
No.
Now the only reason why they'll do it now is because Ethan Page. Yeah, the only reason why they'll do it now is because Ethan Page was in TNA before when there was Impact. So that's the only reason why they would do it now, and that's why they've been teasing like Joe Henry versus Ethan Page. They've been teasing it. That's the only reason why they would do it. But besides that, I mean, like Moose is nowhere near the mention of NXT. He's nowhere near that.
No.
And then other people haven't been mentioned, like Mustafa Ali, which I don't even know how he feels about it, even though he's not really a contracted TNA talent. So,
well, that's the thing. Well,
it's a weird situation.
Go ahead.
No. I was saying, like, even though they're in a weird situation because TNA needs WWE more than it needs TNA. So,
okay. And what I was gonna say was that well, Mustafa Ali goes to NXT. Will he finally get his North American title match that he's been wanting? That they promised him before they decided to let him go, right for his title match.
what happened?
No, I was saying, remember Mustafa Ali was trying to get a NXT North American title match against Dom, but never received it, and then got released.
Yeah,
I'm saying if he showed up on NXT, what they give him his North American title match finally.
Maybe, but I don't know if he wants to work with them. That's the thing.
Nah.
And then W getting Seth needs to leave.
That would be something. Oh no, ripping off the medical tape now. Exposing that bad neck of Bryan Danielson.
Okay, seriously.
Ooh. Hangman Page covered in Daniel Bryan's blood. Nice forearm. Oh, we lost Josh again, but he should be back. But back to, I guess, commentating again. And, missed the form. Oh, and here comes Bushsack O'Neill. Come on, Bryan. Come on, American Dragon. Show that fighting spirit. Whew. Oh, but then again, he's clutching the neck. His neck is killing him. Blood spilling out. Bleeding like a stuffed pig. Jeff Jarrett just watching. Oh, now we're rubbing foreheads together. Oof. Oh, not the headbutts. Shibata did that and gave himself a concussion. Daniel, you don't want to be doing that. Not with your bad neck. That's good. Ooh. Going for a second one and took out the referee. I've seen that coming from a mile away. Get up, you bum. Oh, nice lariat. Oh, now he's going to take his belt off and whip him.
Says she loves him for personal reasons. Well, that's what CMLL said. Well, CMLL, that's what they said. They said she left for personal reasons. I don't know if it's true or not. Oh my God.
Also, yeah, I was fixing to ask you where you're at because I just seen Jeff Jarrett sliding in the ring. Don't tell me we're going to have I guess what? Nah, we can't be having Jeff Jarrett and Hangman Page as no team. Oh, no, Jeff Jarrett's got a referee shirt on. Jeff Jarrett said, we're going to fight fair. Oh, there's a roll up. Count it, Jeff. 2. No. Oh, now the LaBelle locking in. Will Hangman tap? Will Hangman tap? Oh, nope. Hangman gets out of it. Oh, nice bridge over. Oh, all setting up for Deadeye and hits it. Deadeye, there's a cover. 1, 2. No. Bryan still has something left in him. Hangman, I can tell, getting frustrated. Oh, Hangman Page. He's thanking for. He's gonna hit him with the most famous buckshot Larry, made famous by Logan Paul. There's a buckshot Larry. Logan Paul's gonna be asking for his money, trying to steal his finisher. And they second one, nope, countered, roll through, into a bridge. 2, no, on all crossface.
Oh,
Out the crossface. Ooh. Oh, crossface with the belt wrapped around his neck still, but Jeff Jarrett unloosens it. Man, I know Tony Khan's
yeah.
desperate and stuff, but man, why we got Jeff Jarrett refereeing?
Because he was the special enforcer that TK agreed to.
Oh, yeah, well, we definitely setting Jeff Jarrett. I guess going Hangman Page is going to be teaming with him. Oh no, he counted. I will be no way.
What?
Yep, that's what I'm saying. No, that they actually had Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson just beat Hangman Page. When you so I don't know what Tony's booking for Wembley. So no Hangman and Swerve. Wow. Well, don't. Now this throws up everything. Now the question is, and his last run is Bryan Danielson going to win the title in Wembley?
Good question.
Because I mean that's all he has left. Because this now, I mean, this puts a. This is very. I mean, it's now made it very interesting. Swerve and Hangman, I probably could have seen Swerve retain. Now Swerve versus Bryan, and this being Bryan's basically his last year, his hurrah too, then I don't know. They could keep Swerve, but now I'm more and more thinking that they might be giving that belt to Bryan Danielson that went in Wembley.
This is a. You gonna hug him? He's bleeding and shit.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Ooh. I have nightmares every time I see babyface Jeff Jarrett. I'm expecting now either Kurt Angle's coming out or Hulk Hogan. Because every time I see babyface Jeff Jarrett, something happens. I just have nightmares from TNA. I know. Can you do that, Josh? Can you do the Prince Nana dance? Ooh. Oh, and now we're going commercial. Ooh. Ooh. Let Josh be back in a little bit. By myself again. So I knew how to do this. Chat and stuff. Just ooh, this is better. Of course, Lakers gonna let me down.
Let me see. Oh, I gotta restart this TV. Gotta restart.
Mm. While you're doing that, I'm in here watching the Lakers blow another one. South of my boy commit. I'm surprised Bronny James is out there playing.
What happened?
Oh, I was just checking out the Lakers and Heat game. So I just wanted to see how my boy Dalton Connect, who's a Tennessee boy, I just want to see how he does in the NBA and stuff. And this, I think it's weird seeing him over there teammates with Bronny James. But we're back with AEW.
Let me see.
I will say Swerve does have a nice fur coat.
Let me see. Just trying to get back on. It's Owen Hart, who proud.
It's crazy how this man in the ring sit there, break into a man's house, threaten this man's child, or threaten Adam Page's child, held up a baby, and yet becomes the most over baby face you ever seen.
Damn, so Swerve is.
Yep.
Is on Team AEW for Blood and
Oh, yeah. But I will say that I'll be able to go see that live since Blood and Guts is going to be in my hometown. Can't wait to see that live. Oh yeah, a few weeks ago I made Steve kind of upset because he's so badly wanting the Blood and Guts, and yet they're gonna do Blood and Guts in my hometown instead of his. I was like, hey, Nashville wants one too. Shoot.
you say he wanted Blood and Guts in New
Yeah,
Jersey?
in New York. Yeah, New Jersey. That's what he said he wanted more than anything was get Blood and Guts up there.
No, no, please.
Yeah, that's what I
I
said.
mean, he hates AEW anyway, so why does he want Blood and Guts there?
I don't know. I just know that's what he's been wanting. He said that for the last few years that he's been wanting Blood and Guts in New Jersey. I'm like, okay.
Well, I mean, Jersey like had a pay-per-view, and then New York had a pay-per-view, and then they also get another show. They're getting Grand Slam again. Like,
Yep, that's what I'm saying. And this
they're
is
not.
going. Oh, don't you?
He said
Well, what I
Blood
was
and
gonna say
Guts.
was that. Yeah. But what I was gonna say was I think this is the first time that AEW is actually coming to my hometown, to Nashville. I think because I've been trying to look at tickets for them, and I've never seen them come down this way. So this will be my first time going and seeing AEW live. I know it's a far chance it ain't gonna happen, but I'm not gonna sit there and say that I wouldn't fall out on the floor if I seen Kenny Omega show up for Team AEW. That's me a year. I said we have anybody left. For those of you that's still watching and stuff, I'm sorry if I'm not chatting with y'all and stuff because I don't know how to even pull up chat. That's something for, I guess they know how to do. I just don't know how to pull it up. But if y'all all done left by now and I'm just talking to myself, and that's the story of my life. But I'm gonna try to at least commentate the matches or something. And just we're looking at this progressive commercial. Good Lord. Happy Gilmore. I'm on AEW. I'm struggling. Really want to do a documentary on Bret Favre? Come on, man. I retired. No, I didn't. I retired again. No, I haven't. Want to see that bum? Oh my Lord! What in the hell? Last thing I want to see is Billy Gunn sneaking in some dude's
Kenny and
locker
Blood.
room.
Kenny Omega and Blood and Guts is a huge if. That ain't happening.
Yeah,
He's
because I
still
said that earlier.
out. He's not close to being. He's not close to being back. Blood and Guts is out of the question. It's not close. It's not no if. He's not close.
No. Is that Adam Rose I'm looking at? What the hell? I think I just seen Adam Rose get knocked out. I don't know. But it's crap.
No, that's not him. That's not him.
Oh, okay, thank God. I was about to say AEW synced that low to bring Adam Rose and the Bunny to AEW.
That's not him.
Okay. I will say I am ready to see Okada live for the first time.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and then also they were there. They were there last year.
Oh, they were there last year? Okay. Oh, I don't even remember.
Well, last August they were there.
Okay. I don't even remember them going there.
But I don't know if it was for Collision or Dynamite, but they were there seating chart,
Okay.
and it said last year they were there.
Okay.
He said, "Hold up now, like you probably the only person I liked them." Look, he said, "Hold up now, I like Adam Rose and the Rose."
Oh, I was say we had one person that liked Adam Rose. Oh man, that's probably the big shocker of the night. And speaking of dudes that just needs to go ahead and retire, my lord, the learning tree. Oh my lord. So now Jericho's whole gimmick's just gonna be waving to fans the whole time. Oh nope, he did a magic trip full fireball. Why do I have a bad feeling this is gonna lead to a tag team match of Jericho and Big Bill versus Hook and Taz? Samoa Joe now got the cowboy hat. Don't stomp on it. Don't stomp on it. I said, don't be a heel. There you go. And Samoa Joe with a headbutt. Ooh, thunderous headbutts. Always impressive. Even if you can do it in jeans. Oh, come on, Samoa Joe, cripple this almost 70-year-old old man.
Almost 70.
Oh, man. Ooh. Well, there goes Bryan Keith. Of course, Samoa Joe went from the world title to the Jericho Vortex. I'm sure. I know it wouldn't make no sense or nothing, but if he wasn't under an AEW contract, Samoa Joe would be a bad member if he was a part of that new bloodline going on.
It's just funny because he has no connection with them, so it would just be so forced.
At this point, at this point, are we even have a connection anymore? We just putting the most. They're just trying to put a bunch of bad A's together at this point. They're like, who's out here that can just whip a bunch of dudes' ass?
Well, they're all like related in some fashion.
Yeah.
Maybe minus the Tongas, minus them, but they have connection with Haku, and Haku has connection with Roman's family. So, like, that's the closest you'll get. But Samoa Joe, the only thing the closest is him being Samoan.
Hey, they can make up something. I can see The Rock easily coming out there saying, "Oh, I remember Samoa Joe. I used to babysit him when he was a kid and stuff, and he always came over to the house."
He would say some shit like,
yeah, just to make it fit.
He would say some shit like that. She said that used to be my dream match. When you mean it happened a few times? The match happened a few times.
That's what I'm about to say. That's 2019 Raw all over again. That's the bad part of Raw that we don't remember.
Yeah. That's the part of WWE we try to forget, but we always get reminded.
Yeah, then it was supposed to happen one time until Vince McMahon forgot he booked it like 7 weeks in a row. God. Every other Raw, Samoa Joe was
versus the big. Please, it's the same guy. It's the same guy with a different name.
Oh, I was about to say, ain't nothing changed other than Roman Reigns says decide not to wear a vest no more.
Yeah, and to be honest, the Tribal Chief and his wrestling style, it kind of got more simplified. He did less as a Tribal Chief.
And he took promo classes and started learning how to do promos.
Yeah.
And got rid of the sucker and succotash.
That dumb shit.
Never forget.
That dumb shit.
Never forget the Raw that John Cena roasted him.
She's I'm trying to forget those matches. I see her too. She trying to forget. That's why.
See? But see, if we book it again this soon, we're going to just have bad flashbacks and remember. And everybody's going to question if Vince is backstage or not. They're like, oh, no, he's back.
Nah, if you book Samoa Joe versus Tribal Chief now, what you're going to get is going to start off slow. Then Roman's going to like get out the ring a few times because he's going to take his time. And then Roman's going to start working like the last like 10 minutes of the match. And then he's going to win. That's basically what you're going to get in the Tribal Chief. In the Tribal Chief match. That's basically what you're going to get.
Oh, yeah. But I will say, if he does return, I mean, it's a possibility, but if he does return at SummerSlam, ooh, that pop you're going to get that night.
Wait, I think he is. He is. It's already lined up.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's already lined up. It has to be because it's going to be Solo versus Cody, and that's how you bring back Roman. Everyone thought it was going to happen in Money in the Bank because it was the main event, but I was like, nah, that's not how you do it. You have to put Solo beating Cody, and then that's how Solo gets his match, and then that's how Roman comes back as a babyface at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and plus, I knew he wasn't going to show up when they said that at the day that Money in the Bank happened, he was burying his father. That's when the funeral was on that day. And I knew, Roman ain't going to miss his dad's funeral to go to Money in the Bank in Canada.
Yep. Let me see.
Because I mean, I remember they said something about, yeah, Jey Uso didn't even want to be that Money in the Bank because he wanted to be at the funeral. Oh, so I don't remember Paul Heyman cutting that promo. Probably would have been funny as hell too.
Well, thank you for the super chat, Wilchism. Before my internet goes bad again, I just wanted to read a super chat. Thank you so much. As always, made me laugh when Paul Heyman would say Samoa Joe was a Samoan who wasn't accepted by the family. By which family?
All of them.
Damn, this match is
So
still
all
going.
the family. Oh yeah, you know this is AEW's version of Samoa Joe versus the Tribal Chief, and Jericho in the role of Roman Reigns.
Oh, he hit that guy. That's not funny.
Now we're out here in the people.
He said, I hope he retired to SummerSlam, Cleveland. What? What does this even mean? I hope he retired on SummerSlam, Cleveland Browns on the next month. What?
What?
I don't know what he means.
Who retires? I know he ain't talking
I hope he means
about
Deshaun
Roman's gonna
Watson,
return to
that pervert.
retire.
I don't know. He might have to rewrite that comment because I don't understand it at all.
No, I don't either. Oh my Lord. I was gonna say you're gonna have to tell me where you're at because I just got a flashback of Jericho from '99 throwing a hot coffee in Samoa Joe's face. Ooh. Big Bill. Get in the forklift, drive it.
Yep, that just happened on my end.
Oh, that just happened on you? Okay, so you're ahead of me. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Elbow, choke slam, and then that's what I'm saying. What is this? Is this AEW or is this WWF 99?
Oh, it's Big Bill. And this dude, Bryan Keith.
Oh yeah. Bryan Keith could do so much better. Man, debut him on AEW, then have him.
He said, "Oh my God, he's all over the place." Look, I hope Roma Reigns. Oh my God.
Oh, Roman Reigns' cousin. Oh, that's right. The fifth Uso.
Is that a female?
Oh.
Is that a female member that isn't Naya and this other girl?
Oh yeah, that's the adopted daughter that they don't talk about. Man.
What the fuck?
I don't know. We got some commercials, but man, I ain't gonna say if I did want to make a joke about an old joke about what I just seen, but I don't want to mention or he who should not be named. If I was gonna joke, that's the wall, brother. They're crashing through a wall. But hey, Josh, what do you think they're gonna do with as far as for Cena's retirement? What I think they might end up doing, it's a long shot, but I could easily see them doing it. Is at the Rumble if Cody is champion. Is that at the Rumble, Randy Orton somehow wins the title against him at the Rumble, and then you either have Cena himself for his very last Rumble be in the Rumble match and win it to tie Austin's record at 3 apiece, or you have Cena somehow win the Chamber or something, but have him go to WrestleMania to win 17 so he can at least break Flair's record before he retires. That's what I see him doing. Because since he's only half this year left and he
I
still
probably
has tied it.
I would probably have Cena win the chamber.
Have him win the Chamber. Yeah. But do you see him winning breaking the record at WrestleMania?
Let me see. I'll have Cena win the chamber, to be honest with you. I
Yeah.
think the chamber would be, yeah, I think chamber would be a good move, and that he'll probably be facing Gunther. If Gunther is the champion, I think you put him with Gunther.
Yeah. And then have him, does he beat Gunther and break the record?
Let me see. That jerk out does not kill. He said not kill.
I will say this: if it either one, if it's Chris Jericho, Samoa Joe,
Yeah, because I don't. Cena's not gonna face whoever's the Universal Champion. He's not gonna face Cody. That's not happening.
yeah, yeah, I can see what you're talking about. Have him face Gunther at WrestleMania. But that's what I was thinking that because he's in his last year. If they want to have him make history and break the record, then to me, do it at WrestleMania. In his last WrestleMania, have even if he just holds it for a night, have him go out there and break the records. I'm looking at Pac, Ishii. Oh, somebody's fixing to get dumped on their heads. Ooh. Pac trying to get all big on Claudio. Ishii already no selling. Whew. Oh. And now here we go. This is what we want to see. What does bring an interesting question, though, is what would Claudio have looked under a Triple H regime? I mean, would he still be a mid Carter, or would they have given
Probably
him a
doing the
world
same.
title push?
He still would be. He still would be. He. No, no, I don't think he gets a world title.
Okay.
Maybe like the one for Raw, yeah, but I don't know.
That's
It would depend.
about,
It would depend on the kind of push he gets. Because that would be the easier belt to get. Because you ain't getting that. The one Cody got, nobody. You're not getting that one.
No. That's what I was gonna say. If I would have seen him as world champ, it would have been the world heavyweight title. It wouldn't have been the universal.
They got Ishii because Ishii is not in the G1.
Oh yeah. Now I know we're supposed to be talking about AEW stuff, but man, now we're not gonna sit here and just have this whole thing and not talk about what in the world was that on Monday. I mean, first of all, how Liv Morgan got Dominic folded up into a pretzel with everybody watching. And then mommy comes out there and Dom looked like a scared puppy. While Liv done turned 9 shades of gray and took off.
Yeah, and then Rhea came back.
Yep. Yeah, now we're going into the whole Triple A Stephanie and Trish randomness. So next week on Raw it's gonna be Rhea and Dom in a tag match where Rhea's gonna show Dom some moves. And definitely have him folded as a pretzel. I know the Judgment Day is coming to its end, but if you are going to do a split to them, yeah, you have Damian Priest leave, but I'm on the mindset that if Rhea leaves, Rhea's taking Dom with her. Is that Dom will leave with Rhea?
Nah, to be honest with you, I think Dom screws over Rhea. I think he's on the side with Liv.
So you think he's going? But
Yeah.
my thing is, okay, so if he sides with Liv, then after this Liv storyline, then what do you do with Dom?
I don't know. I mean, Dom is a glorified simp at this point, so it's like I don't know. I don't know what you do with him. Like he's in a weird spot because he's getting TV time and he's in the storyline with Liv, but then besides that, he's not really doing anything else. Like he loses matches. He's not doing much in the ring. It's just more storyline based with him. So it's like I don't know what you do with him. Even if that was to happen, I don't know what can you do with that.
Yeah, because for myself, I was on the mindset of booking. If they were going to do something interesting, was at SummerSlam. Even though it sounds awful, but at SummerSlam would have done Dominic versus Sami Zayn and have Liv help Dom win the IC title. And it'd be Dom having his first actual championship that's a singles belt in the company because, he gets the most heat. So I mean, he's the most over heel in WWE right now,
I
and you
mean, he's the most
gotta,
over heel by default.
yeah,
He's the most. He's the most over. He's the most over heel by default because honestly, people just do it now just as a rib, like when they boo him, because he's not doing anything. He tries to talk, they're booing him. So it's not like
yeah,
he's doing something that's creating heat. It's just that when he tries to talk, they boo the shit out of him. So it's a weird, again, he's in a weird spot because he's getting TV time, right? He's getting the reaction, but it's not like he's doing anything to get the reaction because it's more of people are sick of him. That's basically what it is. So every time he tries to talk, they boo the shit out of him.
yeah. See, because my thing was that to have, because my whole thing was booking it to the future was if Dom won, like I said, Dom won the IC title, then at WrestleMania you could have done title versus Max and have Dom versus Ray one more time at Mania, but this time Ray puts his Max in career on the line while Dom puts the IC title on the line. And that's where you could probably have
Yeah,
Dom finally retire his dad and beat him for the first time.
yeah. Well, technically he pinned him on Monday, so I guess
Well, yeah,
technically he beat him on Monday.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Before
But
Monday, this is what I was planning like months ago.
yeah, I just don't think it was gonna happen because one, there's like real no connection with the storyline between Sammy and Dom.
Yeah.
But then also I think Braun Breaker is gonna be the person that beats Sammy.
Oh yeah. Well, this was before Braun moved to Raw. That's what I was having bugged because this was
Oh
Braun
yeah,
still
yeah.
being on SmackDown because I figured he was going to stay on SmackDown because he just showed up and immediately
Yeah, and instead,
no, they said you're going to Raw instead. And then we was all everybody was talking about doing the, oh yeah, we're going to redo SummerSlam 2014 at Money in the Bank and have Braun beat Sammy, and instead, no, that don't happen. Sammy don't win by disqualification. No, he just straight up beat Braun. So it's like, okay, Braun's first loss on them is to Sami Zayn. So it's like what? And now it's, I mean, I get what they're doing now, but I mean, it just, why would Sammy give Braun a rematch since he already beat him?
yeah. No, but they're gonna do it just because they see this guy, they see Braun as like a potential future top star. Um, he's the one that's getting the most heat, like when it comes to that rival, like what's going on now. Um,
Oh yeah,
and I think he's the best option because Sammy's been having a great run. He's been having great matches, and he's been having a great run. So you want him to lose it to somebody that's it's gonna mean something, and if he loses to Braun, it's gonna mean something at least.
yeah, I can see it. My only thing is, with Braun, you need to go on full Steiner and embrace it. Dye your hair blonde, get your little steel chain out there, and start flexing your muscles and start having women all over you. And embrace the full Steiner in them. Oh, Ishii, that's a bad botch. Ishii, clothesline. Ishii looking for it. Lariato! 1, 2. Ooh, 2 count. Is she thinking brain buster? Nope. Ooh, nice uppercut. Oh, neutralizer. 1, 2. No. Pac falls on the cover. Come on, Pac. Now Pac and Claudio jaw jacking each other. Claudio calling Pac short. Ooh, nice uppercut. Going for it one more time. No. Instead, Ooh, nice German from Ishii. Back, with his own German. Another one.
Oh.
Oh, you bet. Well, before I lost you, so I was going to tell you that I could see him. I want Bryan to embrace his full Steiner. Go with the blonde hair, give him the little chain mail on his head, and start having freaks all over him. Just go full Scott on him. Pack with the win. Josh should be back. Oh, I lost him. The bastard Pack with the win. Oh, he wants to talk. So let's hear what he's got to say.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah, I saw Pac. I saw Pac won. I saw that.
Yeah.
Like I saw finish to that.
Oh, and now he's challenging whoever wins the bet or whoever is the international champion to a match at Wembley. So, but yeah, Osprey versus Pac. I mean that would be a good match for Wembley, but when you got a chance for Ricochet too, I mean,
Yeah, it's possible.
why is this just a small, tiny piece in the back of my mind that thinks that this whole thing's a swerve and that Ricochet just going to show up at the Rumble. That he re-signed with WWE. Like,
No, it's not a.
live.
It's not a swerve. It's not a swerve.
Okay.
He became a free agent July 1st, and there's already his agent was on Dynamite. Was at Dynamite last week, so it's already set.
Okay. Oh well, there you go. So I guess we're gonna reunite the old elite again. Even though y'all just kicked Hangman Page out of the group, now you're going to try to bring them back.
O'Connor.
Oh. Here comes the CEO.
Look, man, everybody's gonna be mad at Mercedes. They're gonna blame her for Fat Kurt going to WWE.
Yeah. Yeah, I was checking real quick to see if I hear any booing for her and stuff.
No,
Like
she's
it
heel.
was at the pay-per-view.
Yeah,
Oh, she has embraced that she's a heel again? Okay.
yeah. Because last week, when she showed up, the Bucks, basically spoke to, like, when she got out of the SUV, the Bucks were there waiting for her.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, yeah, make her the. I mean, yeah, because you don't have a female member of the elite, so they want to make her the female elite or female member of the group. I mean, I can see it. I will still say that a forbidden door, that crowd was just weird. How you go from cheering this girl to then, as soon as you recognize somebody in the fan was wearing a Boston Celtics shirt, you're like, that's right, she's from Boston. Boo this woman. It's like, y'all went for
I mean, I
cheering
was
her.
there. I mean, I was
Yeah.
there, to be honest. I was there at the show, but you know what it was too? So, like, when I was at the show, like when I was talking about it last week, when I was at the show, there was already people in the crowd that kind of just didn't. They were just not fans of her.
Okay.
So it just, I don't know, man. It just came out of the wave, came out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's
It
what
came
I'm
out.
saying.
Yeah, it came out of nowhere. So I don't know.
Yeah. Because that's what I'm saying. It just randomly started when they seen pan to some Boston Celtics fan in the crowd, and then commentary didn't help at all when they said, "Well, she might get cheered and stuff because she is from Boston, which is close to New York." And I was like, "No, you don't realize that New Yorkers, they hate Boston. They hate people from Massachusetts." Whether it's a Celtics or a Red Sox person. In New
Yeah.
York, they'll wish death on them. Or if you're Logan Paul.
No, it's true. So it's like, I mean, it is what it is. Like,
Yeah.
it's unfortunate, but made her heel. She's a better heel anyway. So
Oh, yeah. But I will say, the one thing I will say is that I am so glad, I'll be so glad when Raw moves to Netflix and stuff, and we get away from these TV, or away from USA, especially Fox, because that Madison Square Garden show, that was, you couldn't even watch that show because half of it's getting black screen because they're chanting either F this guy or they're chanting F the pace or something. They got black out the whole show, or even
yeah,
during the acknowledgement ceremony, they blacked out half of that because somebody was chanting F solo. And it's like,
yeah,
I'm ready for them to leave.
yeah. I mean, I'm not in favor of that. Like, I don't mind it how, like, USA does it. USA Network, like, they'll block it, but they do
Yeah.
it in a way where they're just blocking the curse word. They're not blocking the whole thing. That throws it off. And then also when you put a black screen, the black screen doesn't do anything. I'm just like, what was the point of that? Like, and they did it a few times.
Yeah.
It disrupts your show. But I mean, Fox is at a point that they just want them gone anyway. Like,
Yeah.
Fox wasn't happy with the investment with WWE, so they just want them gone.
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't happy. They wasted money on that, and yeah, I mean, was it 2 billion they gave they gave for SmackDown?
No less. They gave
Or
them. It was about 1.25 billion.
okay,
So
but it was
they're
still,
getting. Yeah, it was. I mean, it's a lot of money. It's still a lot of money.
yeah,
Actually, no.
but
I think it was. Actually, no. I think I could be wrong. I think it was a billion. I think it was a flat billion.
but it was
Because
more than what USA was offering for was paying then for Raw.
no, back then yes, but now USA is actually getting back SmackDown, and they're paying a little bit more
Okay,
than what Fox did, so they're getting it back. And then I mean that Netflix deal, forget about it. It just blew everything out of the water. They're getting $5 billion for that.
Well, in your opinion, how you feel about that moving to Netflix and stuff? I mean, as far as watching it, I mean, will it be live or how are they going to show commercials?
Most
I mean, how are
likely
they
live.
going to do it?
No, most likely it's going to be live. It's still going to be live, because Netflix has been doing live broadcasting, so I don't think that changes. The live broadcasting doesn't change, but then also, as in commercials and advertisements, that's still going to be interesting because they still would need some some financially stable things to run shows. So I think the ads are still going to be there. I still think they're going to do commercials. I don't think that's going to go away because that's how they're going to make money as well. So I just don't see them doing 3-hour episodes of Raw just with no commercials. I don't see that happening.
No. Well, what I figured is that it might done like they did with the pay-per-views. Like if you got Peacock Premium, you get you just see video packets and stuff. But if you have the regular one, you get like little ads or the commercials, whatever pops up for 60 seconds.
Yeah, most likely it's gonna be the same thing. Most likely it's gonna be like that, like what Peacock does.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then once Peacock is done with their deal, I think Netflix is probably gonna take it's probably gonna take the WWE stuff for Netflix.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming they're going to do because they're already doing it internationally. Because in America, we still going to have Peacock for the pay-per-views, but if you live out in UK or something internationally, it's all moving to Netflix. When the Raw, SmackDown, and I think they said NXT is all going to Netflix for everybody international that don't have CW or USA Network.
Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that's coming together. So,
yeah.
And then AEW still has to announce their TV deal as well.
Yep. And with AEW, when they do announce a new TV deal, I wonder, are they going to announce that their pay-per-views are going to Max?
No, I don't. They're not going to do Max just yet.
Okay.
Because that's still like so much money involved that I don't see them going away from pay-per-views yet. I know a lot of people want that, but financially, they need something stable. And the fact that they average well over 100K in pay-per-views, that's about that's about $5 million they're making off of pay-per-views buys alone. That's why I don't see them going away from it yet. I think if they were in a situation like WWE is, where WWE could afford that, like they could afford not to press the pay-per-views so heavily, that's when they do it. But because they're only 5 years in, they're still adding pay-per-views, and I think that's the reason why you don't do it just yet. The Max deal, it's gonna happen eventually. It's just a matter of when. It's not gonna happen. It's not a matter of if. It's gonna be a matter of when it happens. And then from there, they could do I think that doing special events would be cool. Kind of like like how they does like the PLEs and shit. Yeah. They could do stuff like that. They could do specials on Max. They could do stuff like that. But as for like their main pay-per-views, you stick with what you're doing now, because since you're still making a lot of money off of it, you're gonna stick with that. So I think that's what's gonna end up happening.
Yeah. Because what I was thinking was one or two things. Was one, they were going to do kind of what TNA does, where they have all their specials on their actual app, or TNA Plus, but their actual Big Four pay-per-views are still, you got to pay for them. Yeah. And then do the same thing with AEW. But if AEW wants to go more pay-per-views, question is do they go to 12 like WWE, one every month?
I think that's kind of what WBD wants. I think they want. Yeah. I don't know if it's 12, but I know they were pushing for 10, 8 to 10 a year. That was the number that they were going for, about 8 to 10 pay-per-views a year.
Well, and that's going to put a
Which,
whole lot more load on Tony.
Yeah, but at the same time, I tell people this all the time. When people love the fact that they're doing 4 pay-per-views a month, a year, 4 pay-per-views a year, there's so much time you could get away with that. You could get away with that like the first 3 or 4 years, but then once you hit year 5, year 6, there's a lot of stuff you got to do differently when it comes to financially, because once you get that big TV deal, guess what? That means more. Not only you getting more money, but it also means more content, more stuff. More stuff you got to deliver. So, I don't mind it. Me personally, I do not mind it. It is what it is. It's business. If that's what they go for, they want 8 to 10 pay-per-views. That's what they go for, and people could choose to pay for it or not pay for it. So we'll see what happens.
I think it'd be a good idea. My only thing with as far as an AEW pay-per-view is that it's a big difference when you watch Forbidden Door, and that's 15 matches, where you watched Money in the Bank, and that was 5 matches. Same length as far as the pay-per-view goes, but it's 15 compared to 5. I wish that as far as AEW, they would put a balance, like maybe 8 or 9 matches.
To be honest with you, I think both of them need a certain balance, right?
Yeah.
Because with AEW, right? I get why they put like 12 to 15 matches. It's because, again, you're selling the pay-per-view. Yeah, you're selling the pay-per-view for $50. So you want people to invest of what they buy, right? So if I'm paying for a pay-per-view, all I'm saying is that if I'm paying for a pay-per-view, I'm not paying $50 for 5 matches. That's just what it is. I'm not saying, right?
No, that's what I was. Yeah.
So like that alone, I'm not doing, right? So with WWE, the premium live events, like 5 matches, it's not a bad thing having 5 matches. However, it's a bad thing when your 3-hour Raw show has more matches than your premium live events. That's the problem. Yeah. So I think if there was to add at least 7 or 8 matches, and they do a good 7 matches, I think that's fine. I think that would be great if they do like 7 matches, right? Or they can even do like a pre-show match, do 1 pre-show match, and then have a 7-match card. Like, I think that's fine. I think if you do it like that, I think they'll be fine when it comes to stuff like that. But I think both of them need a certain balance, in my opinion. I think 7 to 8 matches each. I think that's a great number. But again, I get why AEW does the amount of matches they do, because they want, if you're paying to watch it, I get it. Even though originally I think Forbidden Door was actually, I think, what was it, 14 matches, and then he added like a last minute match, right? So that's 4 matches in the pre-show, 4 matches in the pre-show, and then 10 during the pay-per-view, right? So realistically, I think 9 matches is usually good. That's usually the norm. Like if you go to an independent show, I was telling people this. If you go to an independent show, usually the independent shows are like 9 matches. Usually, like when I've seen it, it's usually about 9 to 12 matches, because sometimes they'll have like a pre-show match, but usually like independent shows will be like 9 to 12 matches. So if you do like a pay-per-view for 9 matches, I think that's fine. I think that's a good number. I think 8 is like realistic for them. I think 8 would be great. But I think both WWE and AEW could benefit from that, because again, with WWE, the PLEs, that's great. Like, hey, we have 5 matches, but then you're doing 5 matches in a 3-hour show. That's kind of, like, for example, like Elimination Chamber. If you watch Elimination Chamber, there was an hour when there was no wrestling. There was an hour within the show. There was no wrestling, because of they did what was it? The Cody Rhodes segment with what was it? With Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller. Yep.
Yeah, because of all of that shit, it was an hour. There was a legit hour gap where there was no matches. And that could be a problem too, because it's like, if people want to fucking see wrestling, right? They're watching a premium line event and you're watching wrestling, what the fuck? Like, I want to see more matches. especially somebody like myself, am I paying for a show, right? If I'm buying a ticket for a show, I don't want 5 matches. I want more than that. Like I want to pay
at
for
least
what I'm. Yeah, like because like the reason why it was different for Takeover, because a lot of people use this comparison for like Takeover. Hey, so Takeover had 5 matches and there were short shows, right? The difference is that with Takeover, they were doing 5 matches for like what 2.5 hours, like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. The biggest difference was that they were doing basically a premium live show for an hour show that's weekly, right? So if you do takeovers, that makes it worth it. The problem with WWE is that they have basically 5 hours between Raw and SmackDown. They have 5 hours of content they do every week. So then for them to just do 5 matches for the premium live events, that's why that's an issue. Like that's why it's an issue. It's good in the sense that the shows are flying by. Like that's good. Like that's a good thing, right? The shows are flying by. But again, if this is like supposed to be like some of your big shows, like this is supposed to be like the big payoff shows, has to be more matches. And I could see where both like I could see where is a good thing, I could see where is a bad thing. And then also I could see where people want to see within the middle. They want balance. So with both ends, I could see where there's issues, but I could also see why there's good things. So like when it comes to that, I mean, again, I don't have a problem with either one. I don't have a problem with WWE's formula of PLEs. I don't have a problem with AEW's formula of pay-per-views, even though sometimes when that should be pushing to 12 o'clock, it's like, oh my God, please. Like, why is this at 12 o'clock? So I get it. Like, I completely understand all the stuff that's going on. But again, like SummerSlam, I think SummerSlam is going to be like 7 matches, like 7 or 8 matches. SummerSlam, you got to do SummerSlam, it got to be a bigger show.
Oh yeah, especially since in about 2 years, SummerSlam's gonna go to 2 nights for a trial. Then yeah, you gotta have that. That's why I like kind of, even though they're hit or miss as far as matches, I like how like New Japan. That's what they got scheduled. They're all their pay-per-views are like 8 matches or 9 matches, and that's it. Because that's a good minimum for them, and that's a good middle to have 7 or 8 matches.
Yeah, the only thing I would say with New Japan is like they have like good 7 or 8 matches. I know Wrestle Kingdom is usually longer cards. The only thing I would say with New Japan is like sometimes they got to cut down like those fucking tag matches because I don't need I don't need a bunch of tag matches. Sometimes they be throwing shit in there, but then when you get the matches you really want to see, they always deliver. So it makes it worth it. Like I get it, but like there's a lot of matches in New Japan that they be doing. It's like, bro, I don't need to see this shit.
Yeah, just like with old NXT and stuff. That's what made Black and Gold good. Because even though it was just five match card, but every single match was at least a 30-minute banger match that made the time fly by because they put on all their best matches during their takeover specials. Like never forget Shinsuke Nakamura's debut against Sami Zayn.
Sami Zayn, yo. That was a good one too. Yeah, that was a good overall show too. Like they had a lot of great takeovers. Like, I mean, now it's just it is what it is now because it's different back then, right? Because back then they had the wrestlers that they had experienced guys, right? They had experienced people, they had experienced guys, they had Nakamura, they had Adam Cole, they had KO at one point, they had Seth Rollins at one point, right? So they had like, all these guys that were experienced. Now NXT is in a situation where it's like so much, it's just developmental. Like everything is just development. A lot of the guys, like right now, the most experienced guy that they have is Ethan Page, and that's why he's the champion. Like he has the most experience, right? And you can see why he has the most experience, right? Because like Trick Williams, right? Even though he tries, right? He's just not that good. Trick Williams, he's just not that good, in my opinion. Yeah. But he tries. I give him that. He tries. And a lot of them do try, and a lot of them are athletic. But when it comes to wrestling itself, Like a lot of them are green. Like, and it happens. It takes time. NXT now they're focusing on again its development. Um, it is what it is. But getting some of the women that they're gonna get, right? They're gonna get Julia. They're gonna get Vancouver. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna help that division because they're gonna be the most experienced women. So they're gonna help those women a lot. And when it comes to that, because a lot of those women, they're athletic, but they're still lacking. They're lacking a lot of things when it comes to wrestling because again,
Oh, I think we all lost them.
like you could be good, you could be athletic, but it doesn't mean anything if it's if it
Yeah.
like as talented
Yeah.
as Sammy Guevara is, there's something about Sammy Guevara that's missing. There's something about him that's missing. Like we know he could do flippy stuff, he could do all that stuff, but sometimes it doesn't mean anything. Like if you're doing like flips and all that stuff, it's cool to see, but then it doesn't mean anything if you're missing the psychology within the ring. Like if you're
Yeah.
just not, if you're not.
Ooh, there's a knee. Ooh, 2 count. Willow kicked out. Come on, Willow. Tony Storm watching them protege. Got her up. Nope. Ooh, Virgin over there. Crucifix pin. No, Willow kicks out again.
Yeah, I was like talking, I'm like, damn, it knocked me out. I was like, what the
Yeah.
hell? I was like, what the hell? Oh, I just saw Chris Statlander. Oh, damn. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, I think
Oh,
I'm ahead of you now.
oh, most likely.
Yep.
No, so I was saying before, I was like, somebody like Sammy Guevara, even though he's talented, there's something about his style that he's missing. Like he's just missing that psychology within the ring. Like that's why when people give praise to Logan Paul, like Logan Paul is very athletic. He's not a wrestler. He's very athletic and he does the moves, but he lacks the psychology in the ring, and you could always see it. But because he does all these big moves and he does like all these flashy shit, it gets overlooked.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because what I was going to say earlier, that's another thing about the old NXT and stuff, NXT Black and Gold, because NXT Black and Gold reminded
I
people
see
because of
Sofet said,
all.
holy shit, I wonder if something happened.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see him celebrating. Mm. Oh, I did not see that coming. Turned on Tony. Ooh! Tony Storm bleeding. Oh, Luther! Well, Luther just crashed through 4 tables. Ooh! Tony Storm bleeding bad. Holy moly.
Yo, what the hell happened? Yo, I was like, yo, what just happened?
Oh, man. Good God. I don't know if you ain't seen this yet, but she is bloodying the hell out of Tony Storm. Well, Aubrey Edwards just took a bump.
Yeah, she made the.
Holy moly. I didn't see this coming. Wow. God. Woo. Well.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yo,
She turned.
Oh, this is crazy.
As I said, Mariah May just. Yeah, she just turned into Mickey Jane from 06 against Trish. She just went psycho killer on her.
Yo, I didn't expect this to happen now. What the fuck?
I didn't either.
Holy shit. Yo, this was great. This is great. All right,
man.
so that does it. That does it for episode 100 for Elite Heat. Thank you, Alan, so much for joining me.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Let me see. I mean, there's a bunch of holy shits. Look in the fucking chat. Everyone's like, "Holy shit!" That's all you see.
Oh yeah. Shoot. I was about to say I didn't know what I was going to have for my MVP winner, but I know who's my MVP now.
Yeah, for old time's sake, MVP Mariah May.
Yep,
easily.
Shoot.
And then my LVP is Hangman. He fucking lost that bump.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say my LVP was well, I guess your internet connection.
Oh yeah, that too. Fuck the internet.
Yeah,
it's crazy because it was fine, and then it just kept during the fucking I don't know, man. Like it was crazy during the fucking broadcast. It was acting up, but before that, it was fine. And I'm like, what the fuck? Maybe it has something to do with Dynamite. I have no idea. But besides that, I mean, yeah, that does it for Elite Heat. Anything you want to plug in, Alan? Anything? Anywhere people could follow you and stuff like that?
Yeah. If anybody wants to follow me on Twitter or on Facebook or anything, it's right there at Alan Banky on X or whatever the Twitter is now.
All right. And then for myself, you can follow me, JMPunk321, Twitter and Instagram. And I'll be back on Saturday for Trail Heat 285. And tomorrow it will be the review for this episode of Dynamite with SP3, Jimmy Macrum. I guess A Ramble. That'll be on tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So till then, thank you everybody that joined us tonight. And I'll see you on the next one.